you, before we start with all of the questions, could you tell me a little bit about your background in terms of studying, working, when you were born, your gender? I have to ask that, and
Okay.
past work experience if you have any.
Okay. So my name is Aishwarya. So right now I'm pursuing masters in human resource management at the Trinity College Dublin,
Mm-hmm.
and I have 2 years of work experience in human resources as a HR generalist.
Mm-hmm.
At Accelera Knowledge Solutions, it is mostly into biotechnology. I would say it's a pharma company. It's back in India,
Mm.
and I'm a female. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Problem.
And uh, are you now currently employed?
No.
No. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, as for the positions that I'm going to be asking you about, the ones you had your online interviews for, if you can just choose one of the most recent ones, that would be great.
Okay.
Um, could you let me know of the main responsibilities for that particular job position, for some corporate position?
Okay.
Hmm.
Can I disclose the company name? Would that be okay?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
So I have been interviewed by two corporates. One was Autodesk back in April, like not back, like it's just like recently in April. One is Autodesk, where they develop softwares like CAD, Maya, and stuff for engineering and architecture students and practitioners.
Mm-hmm.
And other one is Amazon. So the Amazon one was for recruitment. It was just like an entry level position for who can actually coordinate the recruitment, and who can actually coordinate between the candidates and the recruiter and the hiring managers, who can actually take care of end-to-end recruitment process.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that you have to go and interview people. It's more like scheduling the interviews. And Autodesk is more like a generalist role, from taking care of payroll to recruitment. It's more like a generalist role. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the first company that you've mentioned, could you please spell it?
It's Accelera. Are you telling about my experience I have in, or else?
No, no, no. The first company that you applied for before you mentioned
It's
Amazon.
Autodesk. It is Autodesk.
Autobusk.
D
Auto.
D D for dog. Desk desk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you. Okay, 1 second.
no
Sorry.
problem.
Okay. Could you please tell me about your career preferences, career expectations? So, what kind of jobs are you looking for?
So it's definitely into human resources only.
Yes.
And right now I have already, I'm in a beginner level, I would say. So I
Mm-hmm.
have already like 2 years of experience. So I'm actually looking for something into HR uh, generalist, rather than only into recruitment or only into operations. So I would prefer working as a generalist.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so for the purposes of this interview, let's focus on the two companies that you've applied for most recently,
Okay.
on your experiences with that application process. So let's focus on the application stage first. You've already
Okay.
mentioned what jobs you applied for and what companies.
Yeah.
Could you tell me where you heard about those vacancies
Okay.
and
So
how you
yeah.
applied? Mhm.
Okay, so Autodesk, I have both, like Autodesk and Amazon. I have seen it on LinkedIn, and I just like it. Autodesk was an easy apply where you have just an option where you just click on easy apply and it'll just ask you to upload your CV,
Mhm.
uh, which is already there on your LinkedIn profile. You can just choose that, or else if you want to upload another one, you can choose that one or as well. So Autodesk was pretty easy, but Amazon, it directed me to Amazon careers portal, and there I had to fill in my details and then give my CV and accept the terms and conditions, and then
Mhm.
I applied for the role.
Mhm.
And I feel Amazon was like pretty uh, the application process was pretty long, but I would say it's pretty sorted as well, because Amazon had something like where you can see what is the application status, like it's still in progress, or someone had viewed your profile, or are they considering you, like if it is in still progress, it says, if you have just applied, it says just applied. If it is in progress, it says in progress. Or if they are considering you, it says in consideration. So I felt that's actually good. And
Mm-hmm.
whereas Autodesk, after applying, I got an email from the recruiter asking to attend the interview.
Mm-hmm. Great. So Amazon process was a little bit more complex in comparison to Autodesk.
Yeah, kind
Mm-hmm.
of the application process.
Mm-hmm. Did you have to fill out multiple online applications or write cover letters, personal statements for either of the two companies?
No, it's
Okay.
just a CV I had to upload.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. And how much time passed between you applied and they got back to you?
Amazon took pretty long,
Mm-hmm.
like 2 weeks or something,
Mm-hmm.
but Autodesk was really quick.
Mm-hmm.
It just took 2 days for them to get back to me.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Yeah.
Did you do anything in preparation for either of the applications to fill
Uh,
out the applications?
Sorry.
Did you do anything to prepare for the applications?
Uh,
Mhm,
yeah, like because the roles and responsibilities were different
mhm,
for both the companies,
mhm.
I had to tailor my CV accordingly,
Yes.
because Autodesk was looking more into operations, and I have experience in both the recruitment and operations as well.
Mhm,
So I had to like just like tailor my CV first, showing them that I have experience in operations. When it comes to Amazon, I had to show them that I have experience in recruitment. The moment they open my CV, they have to see that I have experience in recruitment. So that's how I had to tailor my CV. Apart from that, nothing.
mhm. So, did you mostly use their company websites to tailor the information in your CV?
Yes, the job descriptions.
Job descriptions. Did you find the job descriptions to be very accurate to what the actual jobs turned out to be during the
Uh,
interviews?
yes, like during the interviews, they were asking more about like Autodesk was like that.
Mhm,
Um, they were asking more from the job description, whereas Amazon, it was competency based questions. They have some 9 core values that Amazon follows, and it
mhm.
was like based on that. Maybe if I would have cleared that first round, the next round might have been regarding the job description.
I see. I see. Um, did you have any expectations about the application process, and were those expectations met for the two companies?
uh,
That
expect
only, sorry, that only covers the CV, the online applications.
um, I thought like Amazon would be complex, and it was complex.
Yes.
uh, Autodesk, I didn't expect that it would be so easy. I thought they'd be asking some kind of personal information, but I think they pulled out everything from the CV. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it Amazon was actually complex, and I knew that it would be complex.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Am I
Uh,
answering your question?
yes. Thank you so much. Yes.
Okay.
What differences do you see between traditional applications such as referrals, job boards, newspapers, and online applications? And how do you feel about these differences?
Okay. So my first job in India, back in
Mhm.
India, so it was through a referral. Okay. One of my friends was working in that organization, and she had to. She came up she came up to this vacancy, telling there's a HR intern position. So she referred me.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, it was it took quite long for them to call me for the interview,
Mm-hmm.
but when compared to this digital thing, I think this is way far better, because the moment they see your CV, either they'll select you or they'll reject you for your first round. It's not like you have to go travel to the company and then get rejected there. I think this is way far better,
Mm-hmm.
but there when I have to compare the digital platforms itself, uh, when I can compare like Workday and Indeed, like Workday people, or like the organizations who are recruiting through Workday, it's pretty long. Like, oh god, it's so complex, I feel. When it comes to Indeed, it's super easy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just like two steps where you have to just say upload. You can upload your CV on Indeed,
Mm-hmm.
and you can use the CV. But Workday isn't like that. Like, you have to fill in all the details for all the companies.
Mm-hmm. Overall, do you feel like you personally prefer online applications or traditional ways of recruitment?
I would prefer online applications, because the time it consumes is really, really less. The
Yeah.
time I take to travel to a company and give my application, is just application, not even the first round of interview. I can just like apply for 10 to 15 companies sitting at home. Like, definitely
Mm-hmm.
I prefer digital
Mm-hmm.
applications.
How did the application processes for the two companies affect your feelings about them, your perceptions about them?
It's just application process.
For Amazon and for
Okay.
Autodesk.
So while I was applying for Amazon, I felt like, not only Amazon, like I applied for many companies, like many,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of companies.
Mm-hmm.
So there are few companies which is like, oh God, why am I on this website? Like Accenture, they ask a lot of questions, like so many questions.
Yes.
Autodesk was not like that, and even for that matter, even Amazon was, when I compare with Accenture, even Amazon was not so complex.
Yes.
So
Oh, mm-hmm. Accenture was much more difficult and
much
lengthy.
difficult. They
Mm-hmm.
ask a lot of questions. I think they actually analyze the candidates there only. They like filter the candidates in the application while applying only. I feel not even
Mm-hmm.
something.
Mm-hmm. How would you say your experience uh, with the recruitment varied based on their approaches? For example, Amazon, Accenture, Autodesk. Um, by experience, I mean how you felt about the company during the application process and after the application process.
Okay, so Amazon during the application process, because it's Amazon, I
Yes.
felt like really happy, overwhelmed. But after the interview, after the first round of interview,
Oh,
uh,
sorry. This is not concerning the interviews yet, just
it's
the
just the application.
applications. Yes.
Okay, after completing the, after like while doing the application and after the application process, when compared to Autodesk, I felt it's pretty long.
Yeah.
But Autodesk, before applying to Autodesk, I thought, uh, of course, like if I have to compare both the companies, I would prefer joining Autodesk. But now,
Mm,
if you ask me, I would prefer Autodesk.
mhm.
It's like super easy. It's like after completing the application process, um, it didn't even take me 2 minutes to complete the application process.
I see.
So yeah.
So after having gone through those long applications with Accenture and Amazon, did you feel like you were no longer as excited about working with them?
No, trust me, I've been filling Amazon application from 1 week. I have still saved it. It's still there. I haven't even applied for the job yet.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like that for Accenture.
Yeah.
Whereas Amazon, it took like pretty long, like 20 minutes to half an hour, because you have to think and apply. But
Yeah.
Accenture, I don't know. I'm so stressed already
Too much.
during the application process itself.
Puts you off the job, really.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Overall, how did you feel about the whole application process in terms of, for all of the three companies, in terms of information accuracy, in
Okay.
terms of use, ease of using the websites, convenience, the length of the applications, I suppose, goes with that. In terms of maybe privacy concerns.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so information in terms like the job description, they were providing the information
Did
in
you
it.
Yes, did you feel
And
like the job descriptions were extensive enough for you to form your opinion of the job and like they were relevant to the job itself?
yeah, like the
Mhm.
job descriptions were pretty easy to understand, like what they are expecting, not only the roles and responsibilities, also the kind of skill set they're looking for, like is it the communication skills, or are they preferring someone who has good interpersonal skills or who is good at multitasking. So all the three were pretty sorted, I feel.
Mhm.
And what is the second one you were asking?
The second one, I was asking also about privacy. Did you feel like any of the questions made you wonder if your privacy was at risk of breach, especially because you put it out in the internet?
Yeah, so there were no, I haven't encountered any such application within the three, or like even others also,
Mm-hmm.
because there's a privacy statement
Mm-hmm.
which they give, and also it's up to us if they have to use it internally or not. We have to give the consent. So I think I have never experienced or encountered any such kind of situation. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
third one. I'm sorry.
No, it's perfect. Did you feel like their recruiting websites or the platforms that you used to fill out the applications, did you feel like they were easy to navigate?
Autodesk was pretty easy,
Mm-hmm.
and Amazon was, I would say, like Autodesk is like easy, Amazon is like in the middle, and Accenture is super hard.
Mm-hmm. When you say hard, also in terms of the complexity, what do you mean by complexity and difficulty?
Okay, so Autodesk was like just apply, like click on apply, and just like it'll take the CV from LinkedIn, and then done, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon directed me to their application, to their careers page, and even Accenture did that. So Amazon just collected the basic information, when compared to Accenture, maybe
Mm-hmm.
they collected less information, and we have to just upload the CV and stuff. That's it. And Accenture was more like they were asking some multiple choice questions. They were asking to answer some descriptive questions where you have to answer it
Mm-hmm.
descriptively. So it was like quite tiring to fill Accenture application.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
How um how would you evaluate the tools that you used in the process? So the websites or anything else that those companies relied on for the application.
Okay. So most of the times I have encountered Indeed, LinkedIn, or their company website.
Mm-hmm.
So Indeed is always easy. I feel it's easy to access. LinkedIn is the same, unless and until they ask us, unless and until the recruiter wants to redirect the page to the company website.
Mm-hmm.
So when it lands to the company website, then the application journey starts. Like Amazon was okay, and Accenture was not okay.
Yes.
So
Yes. Okay, great. Thank you. How could companies improve your experience with online application based on everything you've said?
uh,
Or maybe add in something new even.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I think nowadays the technology is growing like crazy. Like many of them are like, even for that matter, Amazon and Accenture are no less in implementing the technology in digitizing their recruitment process or whatever it is. So when they like put out a vacancy and people are applying for it, they they're obviously the candidates upload the CV. There are few companies where you have to just upload the CV and it'll pull out the information from your CV.
Mm-hmm.
I think that actually works, and that's amazing. You need not work anything on that. So I think I would personally prefer that kind of applications, or just the CV.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me anything. I'll just upload my CV.
Yes. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Um, how has the quarantine, the whole COVID-19 situation affected your job hunting and application process?
Okay. So I don't know about people who are from Ireland, who are citizens of Ireland or citizens of any other European country, and I come from India. So be it quarantine or be it COVID-19 or be it, even if there's no COVID-19, it is difficult for me to find a job here in Ireland. But because of this particular situation, it has become even more difficult. I keep applying for jobs every day, like every single day I keep applying for jobs. Every day morning, if I apply for 10 jobs, for example, there are only two organizations will reply me, just like
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, on an average.
Mm-hmm.
And out of which one will be a rejection maybe, and the other one is like, we are unable to process, because we have to withstand with the position because of the COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
So that's being the situation. And I would say it differs from the um, profile you're applying for. Also, HR is something like, HR is something like an icing on the cake, I would say, when it comes to other technical stuff, like like people who are applying for software jobs. If someone who is not performing that job, no one, like, the work will stop there, so they need candidates. But our HR job is not like that. Like, they can manage with people who are already there. So I
Mm-hmm.
cannot expect any job anytime soon because of this COVID-19. Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes. Okay, thank you very much. Now I'm going to ask you about the selection process, including online interviews and assessments.
Okay.
Have you got experience with either one of those?
Yeah, I have attended first round in both the organizations.
Great. So, could you describe the experience with the three companies that you've mentioned?
Okay, so Accenture, I haven't applied yet. My application is still lying over there.
Mm-hmm.
And Autodesk, I just applied sometime in April, and just like within 2 days, uh, the recruiter mailed me for to attend the first round of interview, and she scheduled it like within, like, the next 2 days or something. I don't know. I have attended the interview
Hmm.
within a week after I applied for the vacancy. And the first round was with the recruiter. Uh, it was just from the job description, and she
Mm-hmm.
was just checking my competencies by asking some competency based questions.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, unfortunately, they have selected me for the second round, but unfortunately, they had to drop the position because of COVID-19. Whereas Amazon, it took like really long for them, like a week and a half, to get back to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it and the first round was purely on competency based questions. It was
Mm-hmm.
nothing related to job description. And
Mm-hmm.
I did not get through the first round in Amazon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So during those interviews, were those videos held online, and what tool was used?
Okay. So for Autodesk, I use Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
It was just the Zoom meeting, and Amazon, it was a phone interview, telephone interview.
Ah, I see. Very interesting. So you couldn't see the person you were speaking with for the phone
No.
interview.
Mhm.
Very interesting. Okay. How did you prepare for those interviews? Did you do anything in preparation?
Okay. So the first thing, while preparing for a job interview, I would definitely see the job description and the skill set they are looking for. So
Mm-hmm.
accordingly, I will have to tailor my CV.
Mm-hmm.
And apart from that, I had to go through their website, like every particular page in their website, be
Mm-hmm.
it from about us, from the careers page. And also, right now I'm also looking into the diversity page of theirs, like how diversified are they, only after studying our module called managing diversity in organizations.
I
So
see.
I have been observing that one. uh, like the products and services they're providing. So
Mm-hmm.
all the information from their website, and not only their website, I've been looking for the information on YouTube and Instagram as well. i
Mm-hmm.
would I would suggest people to do that, because employees voice out their opinions on YouTube. Companies upload their videos on YouTube. There are, at least for Autodesk, there are videos from a decade. Like, you'll get a lot of information. It's not only employees, it also the management team, so you'll get a lot of information from there to prepare for the interview.
Mm-hmm.
For Amazon also, but Amazon I did not research much because they were already clear that they'll be interviewing me on their 9 core values.
Mm-hmm.
So I just had to, but even though I had visited their Instagram page, their YouTube videos and stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you feel like there were any significant differences between the phone interview and the Zoom interview?
uh Actually, it's nothing, I feel.
I'll give you some pointers. For example, in terms of not being able to see someone, did you feel like their address to you was less personal? Did you feel like it was more
Mm,
difficult to sort of? Mhm.
no, like both the recruiters were amazing, I felt.
Mm.
They were like they were interactive, like be it on Zoom or be it on telephone, because end of the day recruiters need turnover, so I felt both
Uh-huh.
were good. Yeah,
Uh-huh. So they made you feel welcome.
yeah, they
Um,
did.
What did they do in order to feel you so included?
Sorry.
What did they do in order for you to feel so included?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I felt um, Autodesk, the person who interviewed me from Autodesk, uh, like she was really sweet. Like, she was really sweet. I think the way she greeted me and the way she was asking me about uh, the current situation and how am I coping up, uh, I think that small things also matter while you're interviewing someone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Whereas Amazon, it was not like that. It was just like she just kick started with the interview. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you see any differences between those on digital interviews and face-to-face interviews? And if
Okay.
so, what were the differences?
Okay. So uh, I have attended one face-to-face interview here in Ireland. So I would say I would prefer digital interview,
Digital
because
interview. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I would prefer digital interview because I'm at my comfort zone, and I can calm down myself.
Mm-hmm.
I can see the person, and like, I felt like digital interviews are more comfortable rather than traveling to the organization
Yeah,
and then you not performing well, and feeling bad and stuff. Rather, you just like, you're in your comfort zone, so you know what to talk, you have your notes and stuff, like what to talk and all. So I think I prefer digital interview. And also here, uh, it was a video call and it was a telephonic interview. There was no much difference, I would tell.
I see. So you really enjoyed the comfort of your home and it gave you more confidence during the
Yeah,
interviews?
yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Mm.
Um, how did the interviews affect your experience with the recruitment with those companies, with those two companies? And how did it
Oh,
affect your feelings towards the
sorry.
companies?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Oh, can you hear me well?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. I just forgot
Okay.
the question suddenly.
Ah, okay. um, so, how did the interviews affect your experience? Was it a good experience, a bad experience with those two companies?
Okay,
Hmm.
so Amazon was like pretty uh, strict, I felt.
Uh-huh.
Like, it was not so friendly, I felt.
I see.
Whereas Autodesk was, she was interviewing me and it was like really friendly. The interview was really friendly. I felt like comfortable and I did not panic. I interacted, like, when I compare my performance, I would say I've done better for Autodesk.
Okay, because she made you feel the interviewer made you
Made me
feel
feel,
more welcome and included and friendly.
yes.
Yes, and then Amazon was more strict. Okay, great, thank you. Um, how did you feel about their? By the way, you haven't gone through any of this assessments, have you? Apart from just general interviews,
Like
there weren't
the
any
psychometric
psychometric.
tests and all.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I did. Not for Autodesk and Amazon, but for other companies.
for other companies online as well.
Yeah, online only.
Okay. And then did you have interviews for those companies as well?
No, that was like the first round, the psychometric. So for Kraft Heinz, I attended. That was the second round. Like the
Mhm.
shortlisted. Oh no, that was the first round. I'm so sorry. That
No
was
worries.
in the application process. So I
Ah,
attended.
I see. That is not that relevant then. Okay.
Okay.
How did you feel overall about the interviews in those two companies in terms of your feeling of inclusion, whether you felt like you fitted in to the company culture? Um,
Okay.
mhm,
So definitely Amazon, I felt I will not be fitting in their companies because the kind of questions they were asking and the kind of person they were looking, I felt my competency and my culture wouldn't match their culture. And this is not the first time I've been rejected by Amazon. This is the
mhm,
time because I applied back in India. All the two times I applied, I got rejected back in 2017 when I completed my graduation. And like after 2 years, I applied 3 years maybe. Even now, I got rejected. So I have decided
mhm,
not to apply to Amazon anymore because
mhm.
um,
Did you
like
feel like the issue had something to do with their way of approaching the interviews, or just what was it that was the issue?
yeah, like maybe the way and the I don't know, like maybe the questions they were asking, uh,
Can you give some
maybe
examples that made you feel uncomfortable?
it was more like competency only. But
Yes.
I'm that person. Like if you just ask me only about competency and not about my experience, I think it's really uncomfortable. Like just to answer about my competency, and the kind of competencies Amazon was looking for. Like there are many competencies that they are looking for, and maybe I'm not having all that skill set because I'm a human being. End of the day, I can't have all the competencies or all skill sets. But when it comes to Autodesk, they were only looking for communication and they were looking for multitasking, and
Mhm,
I'm really good at that stuff. And they were also interviewing me about my previous experience, how I had tackled problems and how I coped up with like my experience, my personal experience. So I felt Autodesk was the right organization for me when compared to Amazon and Autodesk.
mhm, mhm. Um, okay, so you've mentioned that you felt like you fitted in more with Autodesk, not just because of the questions they asked, but also because of the way they asked those questions. So
Yeah,
they were in general more friendly and you felt more comfortable and more included.
yeah.
Okay, great. Did you have any concerns about the information privacy during any of those interviews?
No,
No, okay. Did you feel like, I've asked you that already, but just to clarify, did you feel
no
like
problem.
lack of seeing their full body language was any issue to you during
No, no.
during the interviews? Okay, perfect. Um, and I've asked you about perceived personalization. Okay, great. Thank you. The last one is with this one, how can companies improve your experience with interviews in terms of
Okay.
it being more
So right, I would tell like right from the application process when it comes to people who are applying with experience, like with experience and without experience matters a lot. People like candidates who are freshers, they need to give in the details, or else if they have already mentioned it on their CV, um, it's need not you have to again direct to your careers page and again collect all the information which is already there in the CV. It is
mm-hmm,
tiring. Definitely, it is tiring. And interview process, I would say the selection process. I think they have to be more friendly because they are the face of the company. Like how the candidate, you know, reacts to you, like the you need to comfort the candidate rather than you don't want to scare them away. Like of that's obvious. I feel like they have to make the candidate comfortable by, you know, reaching out to them in person and asking them about, you know, how they're feeling and all, maybe, yeah, like that. Because the two experiences, Amazon back in India also, I went for a walk-in interview. So the recruiters, I felt they are not so friendly at
Mm,
all.
mm-hmm.
They, I think they are like so stressed by interviewing so many people that they are like just keeping um stone face and then just like
Uh-huh.
asking questions out. I'm like, okay, am I even answering correct or wrong, or like what is it happening? It doesn't, I'll not have that confidence while answering the next question if their expression changes, right? Like, yeah.
So, for example, with Amazon, do you feel like your experience could have been different with the interview if you had gone there face to face?
No, I don't think so, because back in India, I went to Amazon for a face-to-face interview only. So it's the same, I felt. So that's what, like, after this rejection, I thought I'm not fitting in an Amazon, so I have to
I
leave it.
see. I see. And the final one is, how has this whole quarantine situation affected your experience with the interviews as opposed to going face to face?
Okay, so I really felt comfortable doing this because um, I get a lot of time to research about the company and
Mm-hmm.
research about, you know, the recruiter. I can like find the recruiter on LinkedIn. But I felt like this is comfortable because I'm at my comfortable place,
Mm-hmm.
uh, in my comfort zone. So I would rather prefer this rather than, you know, going to the organization, attending the interview, sitting in line and just getting tense, like will I even get into this or not. But this one, they just give me a specific time, specific hour, like maybe it's like 12 to 1 p.m or whatever it is. I can just like be in front of the screen for that one particular hour, and then it's done. It's not like you have to go at 10 o'clock, stand in the line and then go attend the interview. It's
Mm-hmm.
not, that's very tiring, I feel.
Mm-hmm. So saving time and energy on traveling are a key here.
Yeah.
Okay, great, thank you. And just to ask you,
Mhm.
do you have any experience with online orientation at all?
Sorry, online?
Online orientation or online onboarding?
Online orientation, I used to work with 3 Arena. It's near the point,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Three
Um,
Arena. Was it some corporate job or?
no, it's not a corporate job. I used to work there part time at the
Mm-hmm.
3 Arena shops. It's an event managing thingy, where all the, you know, performances happen. So when I was
Did you say, sorry, event manager?
event managing
Uh-huh.
organization it is, but I
Mm-hmm.
was part time over there in their shops. But they had to even give orientation to part time uh, seekers, like candidates as well.
Mm-hmm.
So after I got selected in that organization in at 3 Arena, they sent me a orientation email where it was so many, they were like literally so many slides. It was important to for me to attend, even though I'm not working in the technical stuff over there. It's just the shops I used to take care of there, like just like selling popcorn, because there are like 13,000 people come there to attend one event. So it's important for the people who are working there to know where the exits are, where the entry points, where the emergency exit. Everything is important for people who are working there. So that orientation slides helped us a lot, like a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did you feel like you would have preferred the orientation to take place face to face physically as opposed to those slides?
It didn't seem much difference because
Mm-hmm.
here after every 5 slides, uh, there's a small exam kind of
Oh.
like multiple choice questions they were asking
Mm-hmm.
whether if we have actually gone through the slides or not, just to check.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt even this is fine.
Mm-hmm. Do you mind if I ask you a few more questions about that experience with the
No problem, take your time,
orientation?
you can ask any
Okay.
question.
Did you do anything in preparation to start that job or for the orientation?
um no, it just took like uh 2 hours or 1.5 hour long, but I
Mm-hmm.
had to do nothing, just like sit at home
Mm-hmm.
and operate the presentation on my laptop and listen to what they're talking, so that I can answer the multiple choice questions. Because if we fail in this orientation, they will ask us to do it again, or else they might not even allow us into the arena. So
Yes. Did
we
you
had
have
to concentrate a lot.
mm-hmm. Did you have any expectations about the orientation? And if so, were they met upon having gone through the orientation?
uh I don't have any expectations on orientation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like being an HR, I have given orientations to people back in India.
Mhm.
It is that first day experience for your new joiners. So
Yes.
that does matter. You will
Yeah.
have to give orientation I would say impactfully, and it will be in their mind. And there's a lot of stuff which goes in orientation, lot of information, crucial information about the company.
Mm-hmm.
So it is important, but how the person is giving the orientation matters a lot.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Um, did you see any differences between that online orientation as opposed to traditional ways? You said you didn't feel like face-to-face orientation would have been any better.
Yeah, because face to face orientation, I don't think they'll ask you any questions like, can you please tell me that what I was repeating? But here
Mm-hmm.
in this orientation, there was like some assessment tests, like
Mm-hmm.
are we really listening, have we
Mm-hmm.
really gone through those slides.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that was efficient.
For like for that matter of fact, this orientation, online orientation, was actually impactful, so that employees will actually go through the information, the critical and crucial information the company has to tell you.
I see. Uh, did they? How did that make you feel about the company overall, in terms of feeling included into the culture of the company, feeling of belonging?
Okay. um so yeah, usually in orientations, the company or the HR person who's giving the orientation, they make sure that they cover every single point about the organization, so that when the employee has to face that particular situation, they'll not feel like I don't know what to do, like I'm like they don't feel like left out. uh,
Mm-hmm.
when I attended this interview, sorry, this orientation,
Mm-hmm.
that was also good. They covered everything. When I went to the arena, and when I actually been asked by people like, where is that, where is this, I think I already knew it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Thank you. A few more questions I wanted to
No
ask you.
problem, you can take
Mm-hmm.
your time.
What tool did you use for the orientation, and how would you evaluate that tool?
I think they just used presentations.
Mm-hmm.
I am really not sure. I think it's something which is related to Three Arenas portal or something which they
Uh-huh.
have developed.
Uh-huh.
Uh, it was quite good. I would rate on a scale of 5. I would rate it as like 4 or something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. How could companies improve your orientation experience, especially if it had to do something more with like a corporate job?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it again differs if it is a face-to-face orientation or it is an online orientation.
Mm-hmm.
So if it is a face-to-face orientation or online, be it anything, you will have to cover every single point that a new joiner should know about your company,
Mm-hmm.
because they
I'm
should. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so sorry. I'm asking about online orientation specifically. Yes, what they can
Okay,
do to improve it. Mm-hmm.
okay. So even like whatever information you do at in a face-to-face orientation, definitely you will have to include. But if you want to know that they have actually attended, or they are just like running over the slides without just reading the information, I think just like at the end of the orientation, you need to take a small assessment,
Mm-hmm.
so that you will get to know, did they really even read the stuff, did they really
Mm-hmm.
even gone through the slides or not. Yeah.
Yes. How do you think the quarantine has impacted the orientation process, online orientation process?
Yeah, like I've been seeing many LinkedIn posts that people are joining in different companies and different corporates, and I see they're pretty happy about the orientation, because I've seen Amazon, some person just I don't know that person, I just saw a LinkedIn post.
Mm-hmm.
So they joined Amazon or Oracle. I really don't know, but they've conducted online orientation. All the HRs were there. It was a Zoom meeting, I think. There was a screenshot. So all the HRs were there, all the new joiners were there, and these people actually delivered the kit, the new joiner kit, which the companies give. So they delivered it to their home. That's amazing. So, and also
Okay.
during the orientation, they have shared the screen, and it was more like, again, the person was there. It was online orientation. The HR was explaining everything. I think nothing actually changes except for the human touch, like you going to the office and you seeing the person like in
Mm-hmm.
person.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the same. So
I see. Thank you so much, Ashwarya, for
no problem.
participating. It turned
So
out to
happy
be.
to participate in your
Thank
research.
you. If I can help you at any point as well, just text me and I will be more than happy to.
Definitely. Thank
I
you so much, Julia.
Thank you. Oh my God. I apologize. It turned out to be much longer than I thought. But actually,
No,
you've provided, because you didn't talk just about one company, because most people just talk about one company. You talked about like 3, 4 different companies. So
yeah.
that's to be expected. So you provided me with actually much more
I
information.
hope I hope all the information I gave you is useful to for your research.
It is very useful. Thank you so much.
No
Thank you.
problem.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think I'll let you go now. Let me
yeah.
know if you need any help with anything at any point as well.
Definitely, yeah. And one of my room